Eastern Conference playoffs. And this is Game 3 of the first round on EA Sports. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. Hey everyone, with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Celtics coming in. They took 2 big steps forward on the road, winning both those first 2 games. Now they come back home with a 2-0 lead already in their pocket.
And this has been a one-sided series so far, and not in the way we even expected. I mean, what a position to be in. Get 2 wins on the road, now you're coming home already up 2-0 with a chance to put a stranglehold on the series.
Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Lowry into the front court. Just getting started in Game 3. Kemba Walker snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
From the painted area, won't go down. Tough make through traffic.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Hayward. To Kemba Walker. Cleans it up. Give it to him. Kemba Walker missed his first. That one goes.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Lowry has the basketball. Enes Kanter with the block. That's out. Last touch by Enes Kanter. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Kyle Lowry at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw up and good. And the 3-point play puts them up early in this one. Across the timeline, it's Walker. He'll run the offense. To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Hayward, that's how it's done. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Yo, Ed, how's that saying go? Fool me once, you used up the free pass. You know how they're calling this one. Ease up on the aggressive plays on the ball.
And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. To Jaylen Brown. Shot clock winding down. The screen sets him up for two.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Kyle Lowry with a chance at a 4-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throws up and perfect. To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Hayward. Serge Ibaka able to recover with the block. Cruises inside for two.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Cantor. Shot from the lane won't go. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot for Norman Powell. No good. Hayward to Cantor. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. The pass set it all up.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. New blood coming in for both sides. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. From long range, his first effort off the mark. To Ibaka. Pascal Siakam to Ibaka. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Serge Ibaka, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First try, no good. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Lowry into the front court. Leads 4. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Now 4 for 9.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen. Short jumper misses. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Celtics able to clear the board. That's the end of one here in game number 3. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
That pass taken away by Toronto.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Hayward to Marcus Smart. Screen coming. Boban can't hit it. To Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Another follow, still no good.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Has a chance? That's no good. Screen coming. Dirk Nowitzki pins it. Almost. Tough shot in traffic. Lin with it. It's a 9-point lead. Fires the 3. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Jeremy Lin with a chance at a 4-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Got it. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Walker. Over to the right side. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
And look out. Big finish at the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Walker. Big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His team on top by 13. For 3. Working hard on the glass. 4-3. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Lin. And Boban there to take in the rebound. Walker with the basketball, trailing by 11. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Kemba Walker trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. Lowry with it. Looking to make something happen. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Hayward to Walker. To Hayward. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Hayward. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. 4 out of 7.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Lowry. Beyond the arc for 3. And Boston has the rebound. Into the front court, it's Walker. Down 6. From the painted area, won't go down. The follow won't go either. Lynn. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. A drive by Brown, but he can't finish. So Lowry has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go. Ball's controlled by Boston. Hayward to Kemba Walker. Takes stock of the floor. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. Knocked loose. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Has a chance, and he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Kyle Lowry at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Walker into the front court. Now down 6. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's now 4 for 6.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Five to shoot for Toronto. Lowry, not that time. He misses. To Walker. It's rebounded by Gasol. To Lowry. Off the assist.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Here comes the screen. about that time. That misses with a second to go. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Raptors entered halftime with a solid lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors. The Celtics are in need of some changes at the half. And someone needs to step up offensively if they plan to win this game. Not a single player has gotten in the double digits yet. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Bench points.
The Boston Celtics had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
Lowry has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. The deficit is 6. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Boston with the basketball. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lowry into the front court. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
To Hayward. To Cantor. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lowry into the front court. Up 6. To Gasol. Marc Gasol. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And the finish at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Navigating through traffic to Gasol. Fires the 3. Van Vliet denied. Have to like the defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Van Vliet. Can't connect from inside. To Kemba Walker. Try for the baseline, but it won't go down. To Van Vliet. Tatum grabs the rebound. Walker with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Deep left corner. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Not getting the bounce. Marc Gasol. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what it is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Hayward. Great feed. Sets it up. Nice finish at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. They lead it. 4-point game. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Walker. To Hayward. To Jaylen Brown. Walker. Trying to cash in. Tatum shot misses. Marc Gasol knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Jaylen Brown. Boston with 4 to shoot. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Lowry. That won't go. And a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Cantor to Marcus Smart. Shot by Tatum won't fall. Ibaka. So Lowry lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Kyle Lowry, muscle memory put to good use there.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
To Cantor. Work it down to Brown. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Lowry gets it in the left corner. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. That misses with 2 seconds to go. Slams it home on the putback. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Ibaka to Lin. Has a look. Doesn't get the bounce.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Toronto with the basketball. Lin to Nowitzki. From long range. Tough shot. Well defended. Brown with it up top. His guys down 3. To Marcus Smart. Off the mark. Lin with it. Looking to make something happen. Nowitzki. Second effort. Marc Gasol. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Has a chance. Shot misses there by Smart. To Ibaka. Gets to the basket and scores.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here comes the screen. Brown shot off iron, no good. To Powell. Fires the 3. Well defended, but Norman Powell answers the call.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Walker to Hayward. Marc Gasol sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry to Gasol. Gets a look. Can't hit. Into the front court, it's Walker. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Driving right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Hayward. Serge Ibaka. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Celtics have it. To Hayward. For 3. And Kemba Walker. Muscle memory put to good use there.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Lin with it. His team up by 7. To Ibaka. 4-3. Ibaka bothered just enough on that one. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Timeout Boston. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Walker. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Not that time.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
To Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin. 3 for 6 now.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Screen coming. Hayward knocks it down from mid-range.
No, don't see the read. Be the read.
To Ibaka. Gasol. Lin. It's Cantor with the board. Walker into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Gordon Hayward at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. To Lin. Finish at the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Walker. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
Hayward. Shot won't go. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Raptors with the victory. They've taken a commanding lead in this best-of-7 series. 3 games to none. 1 victory left. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
The Raptors took this down to the wire before getting the win. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the 3 ball, and it was instrumental to their success. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors. The Celtics just couldn't close this one out. No one can say they lost because of lack of effort. The way they attacked the offensive boards deserves some credit for sure. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
Lowry is the choice for what you're seeing here, and that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.